Hey, YouTube, how are you? How are you? Give me 1 second to fix something. We are talking about Smackdown, by the way. We are talking about Smackdown. But, let me make sure I am on. Okay, can you see me? Okay, so we are talking about Smackdown. Happy Friday. Sorry, trying to clean my phone. I have to use these cloths, but my phone, it gets dirty so damn fast. Like, I just did this, like, maybe, like, 30 minutes ago, and I'm already cleaning it again. But, SmackDown, let me give you my thoughts automatically without looking at the results. Love to give you guys my thoughts on what I think. I will say with the Gunther match, the main event, no one is surprised. I will say that. No one is surprised that Gunther went over. Oh, I still have Andrade on here. They like, what the hell you got Andrade for? Child, my apologies. But, oh, child, I already got this. Okay, this is how we starting it. Okay. But, we still talking about SmackDown. We ain't talking about no AEW. We ain't talking about no Andrade. Sorry about that. But, hey, Anthony, how are you? Graduating from where? From doing what? How are you? So, does this mean this is going to stop you a little bit with your writing? And you know how I do. Have to edit while I speak. But, congratulations. Nevertheless, I do want to say that. But Gunther winning is no shock. If you're This is what I hate about colds. It's the last thing to go away is this cough. I mean, this cough has been here for a while now, and I'm getting tired of the cough. But because I can't even talk without coughing. But I will say Gunther winning. LA Knight is a character that is always so close, but never makes it. So here is another example of that. He was so close to facing John Cena one on one, but of course he lost. So, I mean, it will be a good match. It will be a good match. And this is so weird. I was not coughing, but as soon as I start to talk and all of a sudden I'm recording, I just can't stop. But it will be a good match. They did mention how Gunther no, I'm sorry, retired Goldberg. So they already are foreshadowing what is going to happen. I do not think that John Cena will win. So they are trying to make Gunther literally the legend killer. Mm, mm. So, okay, let's go talk about something else. I was just trying to think. I mean, this show was okay. I guess we did have, what's her name? The little skater girl. I thought it was Charlotte Flair at first, but so Ruka, she's going to face Bailey. So, again, isn't this the same woman that kind of had to put up her championships? What, last month or 2 months ago, and now I guess she's okay, so now she is facing Bailey. I do remember that Blake Monroe became the champion because her friend defended it because she had this serious injury. I mean, I guess it was serious, but she's already back. But Bailey, I do know some people were talking and saying that this is like a sympathy thing because she does interviews where she says that she feels lost and that WWE is basically just doing this to put her on the card. I don't know. She hasn't really been featured that much, Bailey, but she is still one of the four horsewomen. Okay, so let me get back. I think I'm done. This cough. A arch AHRC arc. No. Okay, I'm assuming that you are saying no to. And give me a second, child. Are you saying no to this not distracting you? Child, and let me do this. Because this one thing I hate about this thing. You have to keep changing the settings. So I did change the settings. Now we can hear me a little bit better with the other microphone. Yes, that's what I do hate sometimes, that you have to always adjust on this program. Something that I forget at times. But, what else did I want to mention? The Solo Sokoa and his promo, and then the White Six. I mean, I don't even take this serious anymore. I mean, Solo always loses. He's kind of like an LA Knight, but a heel version of him. When it matters the most, he loses. So I really don't care. I really don't view him as a threat, because again, he always loses when it's important. So I really don't care. But we got this. Let's put Solo in the hot seat. Let's put Solo in the hot seat. I will be live Sunday, probably at 4 p.m. for a live session gossip. So please come. Please come. I did not realize we have so much that is going on tonight. When I planned this live, I'm like, oh shit, there's a lot going on, to the point I almost got distracted because I was watching other shit. We have a TNA pay-per-view going on. We have Ring of Honor going on. And then we have Smackdown going on, which I think Ring of Honor is still going on as we speak. So a lot has gone on tonight, December 5th, for wrestling. So I am happy for wrestling as a whole. But I was like, damn, I should have thought this ahead when I planned my live. But you know what? This is this is a good thing that wrestling is booming. And child, in a minute, if this does not stop, I will get some water. But let me get the results. Thank you those that watched the replay as well. Please like and follow Marquelworld. Talk pro wrestling news at least 3 times a week. And I try to go live at least twice a week, which I'm doing right now, and then Sunday. But child, hate having getting a cold and then just coughing. We will say this. We did have Gunther win with a submission move. It was kind of a tease with the STFU. I know that as STFU. Again, I grew up in the Ruthless Aggression era, and that's what it was called. But I don't know what it's called now. But yes, Gunther did do a submission. Kind of sad that a lot of people already figured that he was going to win, so there was really no reaction when he actually did win. Because again, the expectation from the fans and the crowd was that Gunther was going to win. So, let me get over here in the middle camera. But it is what it is. Once the audience kind of realizes who's going to win, and he was brought back right when the tournament happened, kind of was obvious that he was the chosen one. But let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, now I'm in the middle of the camera. Do you like this? Do you like it? Okay. So let's talk about another match. We did have Cody and Drew McIntyre fighting. At this point, I do like to keep it real at Marquelworld. I don't know. I don't really know if they know how to book Cody Rhodes as a champion. So, there you have it. He has these feuds. I mean, I think Drew McIntyre and him fought before. Or it's like a repeating cycle how Drew McIntyre always challenges for the title but never goes anywhere. So maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But it is what it is. We did have the Terror Twins versus Aleister Black and Zelina. We will have that soon. That kind of was the writing on the wall once we saw that Zelina Vega was involved with her husband, with the WWE brand split no longer being the thing apparently, because we do have Rhea Ripley that is part of the Raw roster, but since, you know, they like her and they don't care about the brand split, we have shit like this where, you know, you have a Raw superstar like Rhea Ripley just coming on SmackDown, feuding with SmackDown people, and then also being on Raw at the same time. So, very odd, but I will say this is WWE right now. I know they can do better, so I just miss those days when the Ruthless Aggression era, the brand split, Stephanie McMahon, Eric Bischoff. I mean, we used to have general managers where it meant something when we saw them on our screen. They were serious. They didn't like that other brand coming on their brand. If they did, the person from the other brand would have to do the same thing for them. They were very, very particular about who was on their show. I mean, we even had Smackdown versus Raw, which is the series where, again, it was so based off the brands. Smackdown, Raw. When we were WWE fans back in the Ruthless Aggression era, you always argued about what brand was better, Smackdown or Raw. Kind of don't have that anymore because, again, they don't really do a brand split. So there's really nothing to compare anymore. But let me go back and child, I don't know what's going on with this thing today. Okay, I hope it's still showing me. But sometimes it does that. But where I go away, but I'm still on camera. But again, yes, SmackDown versus Raw. Now we call it WWE 2K because they aren't doing SmackDown versus Raw anymore. So it kind of makes sense. Let me do this. Let me put them on the big screen because I want to use my big screen in the hot seat. It's kind of sad for Mr. Damian Priest. Shows you... Stop it. Shows you... I talk to myself sometimes thinking it will stop it. But it shows you that they don't really have any plans for him. I mean, he did have a great championship reign. To me, maybe I'm a little biased because I like him. I think he's handsome. And I grew to like him over time. But I feel like now they really don't know what to do with him. So it's very sad to see him now just part of this tag team make-believe feud. Okay, Zelina Vega and Rhea Ripley will fight with Aleister Black and Damian Priest. I mean, is this really something we had in the cards for Damian Priest? I think not. We expected a little bit more. I mean, he should have just stayed in Raw or the Judgment Day if he was still going to be pairing with people. Okay, here they are. This isn't the most recent photo of them. Didn't realize I'm that big today, but hey. But this is them. Rhea, I don't know. Maybe they don't want her to be part of the women's championship picture. I don't know if that's supposed to be her main focus. I don't know if she's going to feud again with Liv Morgan because they are kind of like the Trish and Lita. They always have to face each other, let's be real. So, that being said, I don't know what the direction is for her. Clearly, they're going to put her in a storyline. But, what they want to do with her, I don't know. But Damian Priest, he did come to SmackDown. A lot of us hoped it would go well with this so far. I really, I don't know. I don't really see what they're doing with him. He is great on paper. I mean, he has the weight. He has the size. He has the distinct look per se. A lot of people compared him to The Undertaker at some point. So to be compared to The Undertaker is a huge honor. I mean, we all know The Undertaker clearly, even outside people that don't watch WWE knows him. But he had a lot of potential. I mean, he still does. I'm not saying he doesn't, but I am saying with what they're doing with him, I mean, what is this going to do for his career? I mean, okay, if he gets a win over Aleister Black and, whatchamacallit, Zelina Vega, that's been trying to come out, what is he even going to do with that? I mean, is that going to build momentum into the United States Championship? The same championship that right now is just open challenges. So, I don't know. I just wish more for him. I like him a lot. So that is why I am rambling at this point. So let's move on to the next subject. Because I do not want to ramble and bore you guys. Because I do need the clicks and views, honey. So please like and follow if you have not. So let me not ramble about this at this point, honey. But, we can, this is a great segue. Jesus. This is a nice segue to the United States. Come on. You act like you just had some fried chicken and some salty fries. I did not. So I don't know why I'm doing all this. But, Smackdown. Let's get back to it. We did have the United States champion in the building. Let's talk about his booking real fast. This is the same booking that whatchamacallit had. Sami Zayn. I think I did state that when he first won the championship, it's going to kind of feel like a Sami Zayn reign if that's all he does. But these reigns are starting to feel the same. Again, it was John Cena that was doing the open challenges, and then it was Sami Zayn that took over. So again, kind of the same situation here. Now Dragunov is doing the open challenges. But let me talk about it real fast. Give me 1 second. The White Six real fast. I do want to say I don't know. I hope it leads to something. I hope it does lead to something. I do like the group. I do like Bo Dallas. Eric Rowan. I do like him. Glad to hear he's getting some kind of reaction. But other than that, don't know what they're going to do. I don't really think they ever challenged for the WWE Tag Team Championships. So I really don't know what the end game is. I don't know. First, I thought they were a faction that were against people that did evil stuff. That's why. Or people that did bad deeds. Such as a Chad Gable when he was heel. But that's not the case. I mean, him with Solo. Again, that's another heel. So maybe I am on to something. The blog sites were on to something. He chases after people that do bad deeds or heels. The United States Championship. It's very old and played out, but we did have Carmelo Hayes. I think we've seen him done this before, where he tries to win the championship but lose. I feel like maybe next year, hopefully, he has a big Mania or even a Royal Rumble moment where he wins a mid-card title. He may not be on SmackDown. He may be on Raw, but maybe he can win the Intercontinental Championship and either have like a Mania or even a Rumble or a SummerSlam moment. I feel like he deserves that with all these come-ups or all these failures because, again, it's getting a little played out. If you are a Carmelo Hayes fan, you don't want to see this. I don't want to see this, and I'm not really a huge fan of his, but I do know he deserves a little bit better. So, a little played out. Carmelo Hayes, I mean, he does always bring the heat. No one's taking that away from him, but a little played out. Always seen him not booked for a while, and then when he's booked, he loses, and then he has a good match, and then we don't see him for a week, and then after the good match, he's gone. And this again was someone that we were arguing about with who would be the better star, Carmelo Hayes or Trick Williams. Let me put this just to remind you who we were talking about back in the day. I'll show y'all. Because, again, we were arguing at some point about who would be the better one. And now we're seeing this shitty booking for Carmelo Hayes. I mean, who's to say, sadly, that Trick Williams won't get fucked up either when he goes to the main roster. So, I don't know. We still may be arguing. But, I mean, Carmelo Hayes has so much damn potential. And we are just seeing what's going on with him at this point. It's just a lot of foolery. I mean, we saw what happened with Carmelo Hayes and Andrade. So, again, really doesn't have a storyline for him. But this is who we used to argue about. These were the good days, or, well, better days, I will say. There's Mr. Carmelo. There goes Trick Williams. Not as built as he is now. I will say after Carmelo Hayes left, I guess he had to pick it up a little bit, which he did, because he's way more toned. He actually looks skinny in this photo compared to now. Carmelo Hayes, I guess he built a little bit more muscle since then, because I don't know, or maybe they're just younger and they just look like babies. I mean, this was what, maybe a year and a half ago. Do people age that fast? But this is who we used to compare. You do know that usually when it's two African American people doing the same thing, where it's not a lot of them, not to be funny, I'm African American myself, so I'm not trying to be rude, but they like to compare. I'm talking about the entertainment business. Kind of like a Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, to African American or black women. I don't think that Cardi B is just African American. I think she's Latino African American, but you get it. They like to compare them to black women. Kind of like Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj. Kind of like these two, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. It's always comparisons, kind of like the basketball players, the two, they always do that. So we have that with these two. Again, we did feel that Carmelo Hayes by now would have been mid-card champion. Again, he had a lot of potential. We did think when he went to the main roster that he was going to get pushed. But this is the same company that unfortunately got rid of Wesley, which was a mistake. So, again, we never know with WWE. I still love WWE. I'm still talking about it. I'm still watching it. If they call me today and say, do you want to work for us? Hell yeah. But I know they can do better. So, that is why I critique sometimes. But we shall see better days for him. We did have, speaking of Carmelo Hayes, The Miz backstage. Just being The Miz, complaining, talking, whatever. And we saw Bayley, The Miz. Don't know if he's going to ever be pushed again like he used to be. I have to be honest, it's just the way it's looking. It looks like he's just a background player at this point. And I don't mean to be rude when I say background player, but hey, it's the truth. He doesn't seem like the person that they're trying to push. So, very sad, very sad. I mean, one time, The Miz was a serious competitor. I will say, like, 2013, 2012, maybe even 2011 were his best years. Again, 2013. How long has he been in WWE? Let's do this. He's been in there for a while. Like maybe the early 2000s. Again, I'm from the 90s. I was born. So the Ruthless Aggression era, which was the 2000s, the early 2000s were my childhood. So I do believe he was part of my childhood. And that's when he debuted. So let's see. Okay. So he came like on 2005 is when he came on TV, but he joined the company in 2004. So, he's about to be there 20 years. So this just shows how long he's been part of it. Okay, but he made his debut in 2006 on TV, on Smackdown. So again, the early 2000s, mid-2000s, 2000 through 2010, the early 2000s, before the 2010s. So again, Yes, I do remember him with the mohawk. I think he kind of hated Layla L for some odd reason. They had a little feud going on. I remember he was with the Divas hosting. I remember the Battle Royal, and I think Ashley Massaro was a butterfly. Again, she had like a black little skirt and some wings. So I remember that era like it was yesterday. So yes, I hope that The Miz one day does get pushed again. Even like that era with Damien and The Miz, you know, when they were trying to reinvent him. That was in 2016 or 17. But again, 2013 was his best year. Let me see. I'm just rambling, but I'm a huge fan, clearly. The Miz championship win. First time. I don't think he won it in the early 2000s. Alright, so he won it in 2010. So yeah, I remember I said the early 2000s were the 2000s to 2010. Let me see. What was The Miz doing in 2013? Yeah, I think that's like you know what? Let me ask ChatGPT. I'm paying for this, so I might as well just ask. So, hold on. What was he doing? Let me look up some highlights. What was The Miz doing? Let's do research. I have a little research tab. Okay, I think it's doing it. What was The Miz doing in 2013? The wrestler. Something happened in 2013.
In 2013, The Miz had quite a busy year in WWE.
Told you. Keep reading. Oh, she that sensitive?
No worries, I've got you. So to continue, The Miz actually spent part of 2013 as both a wrestler and a host. He hosted Miz TV, his own talk show segment, and floated a bit between being a good guy and a bad guy. He also had a run as Intercontinental Champion early in the year, and later on had a tag team with a few different partners. Basically, he was all over the place in 2013, but that's The Miz for you. Always in the mix.
Okay, thank you. So, let's end that. So that's what was going on in 2013 was the Intercontinental Championship run. I knew it was something where I said he was at his height or he was very good in 2013. So it was that Intercontinental Championship reign that I was speaking of. Let me see. Let me do my research, honey. Not that, let me make sure this is off, honey. But let me make sure. The Miz 2013. Alright, so let me go. I'm on WWE.com, Intercontinental Championship, and I don't mean no shade to ChatGPT. I do pay for premium. So I hope she is right. I just can't, these days I have to double check. Okay, this is hard to maneuver the history because this is a lot. Seriously, this is a lot. I don't know how to look at the history. Okay. They have a lot going on. And what I mean by this is their website is all over the place, and then their events are coming up, and then when was The Miz and I'm just going to look this up. When was The Miz Intercontinental Champion on Google? Okay, so he's known for reviving the title with reigns spanning 2010 through 2018. First reign on November 2010. Give me a minute. Did The Miz win a championship in 2013, or was he a champion? Sometimes you can't even get answers no more with all these AI shit. Okay, so I'm Googling. Yes, The Miz was the champion, specifically winning the Intercontinental Champion WrestleMania 29 by defeating Wayne Barrett. Okay, see, I remember it was something. Okay, I'm the type, I can't let it go. Because I knew as soon as I would get off of here, I would remember what he did. Again, we don't know what's going to happen with The Miz. Again, you can see that clearly this SmackDown wasn't that exciting, that I'm dragging on certain subjects. But SmackDown was SmackDown. I will say this. I am not really excited to see Bayley face Soko. Is that her name? Soruka. My bad. Really not excited for that. LA Knight, don't know what's next with him. Solo Sikoa, I mean, he's always going to have that upper hand and then lose it when it matters. So, I really don't know. Aleister Black and Zelina Vega, I'm happy for them that they're getting a push. So, actually, with WWE, I'm excited for them. But that's all I really have to say. Again, Carmelo Hayes got defeated. Alexa Bliss, I will say that was my favorite. Her defeating Kairi Sane. There's a lot of NXT shit going on, such as we have Ricky Saints. I think he's cute too. He's hot. He will clearly face Cody Rhodes at Saturday Night's Main Event. I'm not opposed to him being on Saturday Night's Main Event because he's a star. He belongs on the main roster. But when he defeats Oba, he will face Cody Rhodes. But it's between them two at Deadline. Oba and Ricky, and whoever wins faces Cody Rhodes. But we kind of know that Ricky Saints is Cody Rhodes' best friend in real life. If you don't recall, we did see Cody Rhodes and Ricky Saints at Royal Rumble when Ricky Saints was still a AEW wrestler. So this is kind of ironic. Like, we all know that he's clearly going to face his best friend. But I do want Oba to maybe stay. He can have a championship run after he has a good showing Ricky with the belt and him on Saturday Night's Main Event. This will be huge for Ricky because this is the last event with John Cena. You know there's going to be a lot of eyes on it. His last match ever, allegedly. But again, Ricky could use this. I mean, Oba could too. I mean, of course, I want to cheer for him, but I love Ricky. Jay defeating Alba Fire, very obvious who's going to win that. So really nothing to discuss about that. Again, SmackDown was okay. It was SmackDown. It wasn't bad. I won't say that. But it wasn't the best. But it wasn't bad. Please do not think that. But I'm going to get off. Again, clearly my throat hurts. Thank you for those that came in. I see some people came but didn't really say anything. But I am going to hopefully drink some tea and clear my throat. But again, this is Marquelworld. All things pro wrestling news in my life. SmackDown, 7.8 out of 10. I will be back at Sunday at 4 p.m. Okay, see you guys on the next video. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Marquelworld. I'm also on X, TikTok, Blue Sky, Marquelworld. Again, I post pro wrestling news at least 3 times a week, but this is Marquelworld. All things pro wrestling news in my life. See you guys on the next video in the gossip session. Sunday, 4 p.m. We will talk about TNA. We will talk about all of it. So, see you.